Alright, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's going to be a quick video on how you can use plastic wrap to make a very cool crackle design or wavy. Well, it wouldn't be really wavy as much depending on how much product you use. That is the nail polish I chose to use under. It's not really usually that big of a deal. Sometimes it has an effect. This one I find it didn't as much because either way I put a silver over top as well. So I just grabbed a sheet of plastic wrap and then I am going to put a coat of that first nail polish on. I'm going to do about 2 coats of that nail polish, and then I am not going to do a top coat. I'm just going to use a hard gel right after. So for this first coat of nail polish, I decided to cure it for 30 seconds, and then the second coat, I cured it for 60 seconds, just because I won't be doing a top coat on top of it. I'm going to be going in straight with the hard gel, so I just want to make sure it was really cured and protected under before I went ahead and did that. So going in with my IBD hard gel, I'm just going to do a thin layer of the gel on top of the nail so that I could do a more defined design with the plastic wrap. I feel like having it a bit thicker would help a lot better. I'm pretty sure you can get away with just using a gel clear polish or whatever polish you want to use as well, but I decided to go ahead and use hard gel to thicken it up and get more of a design, and then I just went in and put that plastic wrap right on top, and I just kind of shifted it and moved it around to where I felt I was happy with it, and to make sure that it was in the position I wanted it to be. And then I went ahead and left it on there in the position that I had it and cured it for a good 99 seconds, the longest curing time on my curator. If you don't have that, you probably want to do 30-second intervals, 30, 30, and 30 to create 90. You could do 60 and 60 to do 120 seconds, but I recommend doing it in slower intervals just because it kind of cures it a bit better over the shorter period of time than doing it a flash cure. So as you can see, I'm just moving it around until I'm happy with it, and then I'm just going to cure it for the 99 seconds, and then I will peel off that plastic wrap. So after taking the plastic wrap off, I did cure it for another 60 seconds to really make sure that it was hardened really well. And I noticed there's a bit of overhang on the side, so I decided to just file it down there before I went in with the chrome colors that I decided to apply on top of the design here. So I decided to use a couple different comb colors, starting off with the holographic one. I pretty much sponged this guy on with a makeup applicator, and I just sponged it on all over to really define, and you'll see how quickly it will define all of the little grooves and bumps that you created with that plastic wrap. And I did end up going in with a little bit of silver as well to darken up some areas, and then I realized I darkened it a bit too much and decided to lighten it down later on, but you'll see that after here. Like I said, with applying that holographic, you really get to see the grooves now, so I noticed one area wasn't down the way I wanted it to, so I just added a bit more hard gel and re-hardened that. Here I was going in with a tiny bit of that silver around the edges, and then I decided once that was done, I wasn't as happy with that. It was a bit too dark, so I went in before I applied the brighter colors, and I used a bit of white and a small brush and kind of brushed it through, which actually helped give it a lot more of a mirrored effect, which was way better than what it started with. So I was a lot happier with how it turned out after brushing it out. So then I chose to go with my main colors here as a purple and a pink to kind of just spread it all around and kind of blend it throughout the other colors a bit here. You'll see you dab it wherever you want to whatever pattern you want. There's not really a pattern to do with it. You just brush it on in separate motions in different ways, going horizontal, vertical, whatever way you want to go or design or pattern you want to do, you can do. I just decided to freely do it and make it kind of not unison or organized in whatever way. So I just added pink and purple everywhere. And then I decided to go in with a gold later on to highlight the higher points. So you obviously don't have to go with the colors I chose. I just decided to go with the pink and purple because I really like it together and I thought they would look really pretty, which they do. After I was happy with the placement, I decided to go in with the makeup applicator and press in a bit more of the hollow color just on top and to really make sure everything was in place. So now grabbing whatever accent color you want to use, I decided to use the gold and I decided to apply it to the highest points of the nail, which would be the top grooves, creating that broken lines between all of the colors and making it more of that geode effect. You can use whatever color you want. I just chose the gold. I thought it really accented the color and really went with what I was going for. So once I was happy with how the nail looked, I went in with my Brilliance top coat from London Drugs and just kind of dabbed it around the nail so that I didn't mix the colors too much because that's not really what I was looking for. I wanted the colors to be more distinct, so I didn't want to blend it the first time around and just wipe the nail through, because sometimes with chrome, if you just wipe it through, you'll notice, and I don't know if you noticed through my brush, you can see some of the color coming off on it anyways. So it's a very easy product to just swipe through and blend fast, so I didn't want that. So I just dabbed it through until I was happy with it, and then I went in with a couple other coats to kind of make sure it's all blended through and smooth. So I went in with a second coat of that top coat and just did a wipe through of all of the nail. And then this is a type of top coat you need to wipe. So I just went in and wiped it with some alcohol right after to get off that sticky residue. Off screen, I did use this top coat brand as well, just to fill out areas to make sure it was really smooth and the nail was built to the shape I wanted it to. And then I made sure it was a final cure of 60 seconds, and this is how it turned out. So I think it worked really, really well. It was really easy to do, and I really hope you did enjoy this video. It's something you could easily recreate at home, and I think it turned out really pretty. So yeah, please like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.